Yeah, he's your typical shopkeeper in this type of game. The one cool thing is, his stock doesn't upgrade as you, like, progress through the game. It progresses based on how much you actually buy. But then there's shit like the Master Ring, which I think doubles your mastery received. So if you see that axe armor to the right has 1 SP it'll give every time I get a kill, it will give 2 SP. Now if you equip 2 of these things, it gives 4, so it doubles that. So yeah, and here's a bunch of the Shuriken and Dart are sub-weapons for Jonathan. Shuriken is nice for some hefty burst damage. Dart's interesting. If you can hit the exact center of a target, you'll deal like a massive amount of damage, and it costs like 2 MP, which he regenerates. Even he regenerates like right away. Rock Riot is nifty, but we'll get to that as soon as.
That's not enough. Thank you.
But yeah,
How are things?
money's not too hard to come by in this game. Alright. Dracula isn't the castle's lord. Brawler. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. We're getting into the gimmick of the game. But yeah, now that I've got the lizard tail, which is like a common item in the Castlevania franchise, I can slide. Both characters can slide. Both have slightly different properties. Like, Jonathan's hits a little bit higher than hers. But hers, like, it has such a long hitbox comparatively that it can actually hit twice, but she's more than likely to get hit herself. So it's weird. There are slight differences, but yeah, you had to use the slide to get through that. You couldn't just fucking, like, crawl a little bit. No, they're too good for that. It's a multi-layer quantum space barrier. God. Oh, pseudoscience. Okay, long story short, she can get us into there. And this is why this game's sort of stage-based. So yeah, we're now inside a painting which has a whole new, like, map and area to explore. There's a total of 8 of them in the game. They're really damn fun, in my opinion. Each one has their own, well, not each one, but there's 4 different aesthetics to all 8 of them. Oh, the Clover Tiara. Gives her a little bit of defense and mind. Yeah, mind is magic defense. Defense is no longer like a universal stat anymore. So while Jonathan may have higher defense, if the attack is a magical attack, Charlotte's actually the better tank. And oddly enough, most bosses will do magic attacks versus like physical attacks, so she's actually a pretty decent tank. But yeah, in here is nothing more than a kind of a secret or a thing to do for a. I can't do it yet. But yeah, basically, in here is an item you get to get for a quest later. It doesn't appear until you actually pick up the quest, which is dumb in my opinion, but I digress. There's a few things like that. And I'm going to try and go for 100% quest completion. And by try, I mean I will, because I've played this game way too fucking much. Let's be real. But yeah, it would normally take quite a while to level up in this zone, because things have really low experience values. Now that guy, the Andras, how do you want to pronounce it, he can actually have a pretty decent two-handed sword drop, but I feel it's a bit too rare to really grind out for. So yeah, Charlotte got a white corsage, which gives her a little bit more defense. Oh yeah, the Curdle. Gives a little bit of defense and more intelligence. Intelligence ups your sub-weapon strength. And obviously her spell strength. Ooh, a leather corset. Wow. Yeah, you'll notice that I pick up hearts a lot. This game doesn't really have hearts. Those just refill MP, like in what's it called? Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow. Also, this guy, he's kind of funny. He'll interact differently with Charlotte than he does Jonathan. If it's Jonathan, he'll just walk up and try and stab you. Like that. There's a couple different enemies that react differently based on that. Nothing truly game-breaking. And for those interested, hearts fill up a percentage of your MP, so it's not like one heart is 5 MP. It's like, I want to say it's like 2% of your total magic points. So later in the game, you'll be able to fill up like 15 MP with one. So yeah, there actually is a secret here, which if you're sliding along the floor, you can easily hit. And since she has more hits per slide, she's actually better at finding that kind of stuff. Which there's also another secret here, which gives me the paper airplane, a hilarious sub-weapon. It's much like the knife, but it throws a paper airplane. This is a weird secret. There's a cash register right here, and there's a there's a torch right up here that will, if you're at full mana, MP, whatever, it'll drop a coin. There is a $1, a $10, $50, and $100, and later on, if you get the gold rings, $500 and $1,000 things. But each one, this is the $1 here, this is the $10, this is the... Wait, no, this is the $50. Either way, each coin corresponds with a certain thing. So let's go see if I can get a different one. I'm not going to stay here and get all of them, because I physically can't. But it's kind of funny. Here's the $10. Okay, it's the other end. So this is the $1, $10, $50, $100, $500, and $1,000. Yeah, no. Also, whoa. That torch is going fucking crazy up there. Anyway, oh yes, the skeletal bartender. He's weird. He will literally make drinks for you. Some of them... Most of them will give you a status effect. I think there's... Like that one? Yeah, that one will heal you. The tall blue one heals you to full. It's very strange. And yes, this is a cream pie sub-weapon. Actually incredibly useful for one very specific fight that I'm going to be doing later in the game. But it literally, you throw a pie. It's blunt damage and dark damage, one of the few things in the game that actually has dark damage. Jonathan has one weapon that does dark damage, and Charlotte, I think, gets... one dark spell? I want to say 2, but could be way off on that. Okay, let's go up here. I think there was there's a two-handed sword, which is pretty nice up here. The Claymore. It's a little bit... No, it's not stronger, but it hits a much, much wider area. Yeah, another thing in this game is if you're attacking and you backdash, you'll instantly cancel the attack. Now, if you attack, backdash, attack, you can't do anything during that attack. Like, you can't backdash again. But, if you attack, backdash, duck, like hold down as soon as you backdash, You can do shit like do multiple attacks like that real quick. Now, it's not as effective in this game because, like, hitboxes are really weird. Like, there's a certain timer for each weapon that you have to, like, adhere to. Like, even though axes swing slower, and I'll show that to you later, they have much faster hitbox timers. So, it's actually very effective for axes, but not for the two-handed swords. They swing fast enough already, though, compared to, axes. But yeah, they'll hit all around you, so it's very nice. And for those wondering, if you go to guides and skills, you can see what your mastery is for each sub-weapon. Like right now, I've only got 5 for cream pie, but it only takes 100 to level up the airplane and cream pie. Ow, motherfucker. A mildly difficult jump to make. Basically requires you to hit, like, to walk off and jump, like, the very edge. Still, it's a potion. Free potion. I'll actually show you a glitch regarding potions later, which I admit will completely invalidate the game's difficulty. But if we're doing an actual non-cheating playthrough, the game can be difficult, especially if you don't know what's going on or how things react. Then yeah. Yeah, this guy actually has a decent accessory drop. He can drop the hero cape, which is a decent defense boost if you can get it. Not truly worth grinding for. Ah! But here we have our... It wasn't supposed to be our first, but it was, because I think I missed a... Yeah, I missed a section. I'm gonna go back for it. Oops. But it's the, it's a dual crush move. And you'll notice my MP bar is now flashing like it's psychedelic. Let's try it out real quick. Up and... If you press up and the, like, change button, you'll do a dual crush. Depending on which one you equip, it deals either a massive damage to a single target, huge AoE damage like that did the... Ow. The best one in the game is, like, admittedly, not till literally the end of the game, but it instantly hits, like, everything on screen for massive amounts of holy damage. Also, do note that any dual crush attacks are completely based, their damage output is completely based on your character level. It has nothing to do with your attack, except for one single dual crush attack, which I'm on my way to get right now. Because I'm a fool and I forgot to pick it up. Yeah, we can kind of slip around like that, it's weird. This one right here, Rush. I'll give it to Jonathan because it's a more attack-based one. But how it works is you'll both take turns attacking in quick succession like that. It's nifty. It's pretty good later on. It's also very cost efficient. Like it only costs like 50, I think. Maybe not even. Whereas some of the later ones can cost like 200, I think 400. But I'm pretty sure